here for our final game of the first weekend of the 2025 NBHL Elite Season. Mariners facing off against the Apollo. RJ Gibbs rumbling up the floor with 33, Nick DeVito on him hard. On the far side boards, Malillo has it. Up to Kleckner. Kleckner looking for a shot. Flex wide. Bouncing ball out in front. Clifford knocks it aside. Now Mariners control, looking to go up the boards, but Apollo had it and then lost it. Now Andes retreats. Gets it up to Kleckner. Kleckner across to Callahan. Callahan over to Kleckner. Blocked by Luckenbach. Kleckner down to Wysong. Wysong up high to Bukanowicz shot. Sticked aside by Clifford. Kleckner's still out there now. Bukanowicz dumps it in. Chernitsky gloves it down. Nice move to go around Wysong and Kleckner. Chernitsky trying to split the D now. Delmonico smartly plays it away. Mariners almost caught with too many men there, but Frederickson stepped back on the bench, didn't touch the ball, and Mariners will continue to work a change here as Apollo are in. Apollo below the goal line here. Callahan cycles down low. Kleckner has been out here forever. Kleckner with it, looking for his options. Down low to Callahan. Callahan sprints through the crease, beats Luckenbach to the ball. Callahan brings it towards the near side boards. Tries to sauce one out in front to Bukanowicz. Picked off, Luckenbach lobs it out. And Jared Spear will go back to get it as Mariners work a change. Spear, the far side, attempted to Altamare. Altamare blocks it out. Mariners, Gager up to Frederickson. Frederickson loses the zone, but immediately regains it as Urban flies in, gloves it down in the far side, near side corner. Scotty V with it. Number 25, always dangerous. Nick Phillips looking to gain the line. Does and sits back, waits for support. As the Mariners look to exit once again here. Mariners cross ring to Urban. Urban spins away from Altamare. Tedesco with a nice play at the line there as the Apollo turn the other way. Phillips keeps it in. Phillips down low. Picked off initially, but Malillo has a chance now. Looking for Kwasny. Good defense by Carter. Phillips follows it up. Shot. Huge save by Clifford. Oh my word, what a stick save by Ryan Clifford. Somehow keeps that out. Looked like not once but twice on the goal line there. Wide open backdoor for the Apollo, and Clifford keeps it out. Incredible save. Malillo now below the goal line. And Huffnagel exit the zone for the Mariners as Forneris has it now along the far side boards. Checked by Rizzitano. Volpe on him. Ruiz to Huffnagel. Throws it in front. Forneris there, but can't deflect it home. Throws the man out of the way. Huffnagel, Ruiz, shot. Good save by DeMonico. Luckenbach back down low to Huffnagel. Both big bodies out here. Cross ring pass. Big save by DeMonico. I'm pretty sure he got a piece of that as Huffnagel found Ruiz cutting back door. And both teams will work a change here. Good attack so far by both teams in the O-zone. Looking dynamic in their final game of the weekend here as Malillo resets behind his net with Andes, Gibbs, Rizzitano, and Volpe out there. Looks like Volpe might be working Rizzitano and Volpe working a change here. DeMonico shielding as Bukanowicz takes it. Malillo off for a change. Gibbs looks up the middle, deflected by the Mariners, handed forward by Gadrian. Bouncing ball, Donnie Kleckner now. He's dangerous from this area, makes a nice move, cuts to the net. Looking to go in front, but Clifford stands tall. It's hard to get around that big body. Kleckner looking back door, shot. Amazing save by Ryan Clifford, wow. Stretching across there to Rob Wysong. And Clifford now 2 highlight reel saves in the first 6 minutes of this period. As we have 4:27 to go. Here's the first incredible save by Clifford. And then Wysong cutting back door, and Clifford robs him too. 2 insane saves. Mariners control off the draw, try to exit the zone, but Holman's there at the line. Good block by Veneziali as his teammates cheer him on. Now Bendorf out front. Wysong shot saved by Clifford.
If you need me.
Callahan up to Holman. Holman in those yellow shoes, so easy to notice him out there. Veneziali looking for Fredrickson, streaking up the ring. Shot. Good stick by Bukanowicz to deflect that high. As Wysong's now back in the D zone, last man standing for Apollo. Looked at by Scotty V, decides to pass to Bukanowicz. Wysong works a change. Holman has been out here for a bit of time now, and he will also work a change. Callahan backhands it up. 77 Altamare battling along the boards with Urban now. Nick Carter there in support, takes it away. Nick Carter charging down the floor, has Veneziali cutting, sauces to him, but good tie up there by Tedesco to not allow Veneziali any opportunity to get a shot on net there as Kwasny makes one nice move, but Urban's there to back up DeVito. And the Mariners will exit again. Wargan has support with him, up high DeVito. Back door to Lanedo. Checked by Tedesco. Lanedo in front. Just kept rolling and rolling and rolling. Couldn't catch up to that one. Now number 11, Lanedo. Jeff Lanedo of the New Jersey Hired Guns, Tier 3. Irizarry now, looking cross ring. Strong step by Tedesco. He's got a heavy shot. Opts for Altamare, who shoots it. Sneaky little shot there, and Clifford was ready for it. Luckenbach retreats now. Morgan goes behind the net. Apollo getting a couple other fresh bodies on the rink. Rims it around to Luckenbach. Now Luckenbach up to Ruiz. Ruiz chips it in, and this will be an icing. Couldn't see the 2 refs on the near side there, so I wasn't sure. But whistle is blown, and that is flooring or icing. And the Apollo will get to choose their side here, as it's still 0-0 in the first period of our final game. 1:52 to go in the first period. Both of these teams missing 2 key pieces. For the Mariners, missing Vinny Tuminello, and for the Apollo, missing Brendan Krause, both at other functions this weekend. Unfortunately couldn't make it to the first weekend of Elite, but we'll see them in Pittsburgh at the second weekend in November at the Murraysville Sports Zone. Incredible facility for our second weekend of games and championship. As the Mariners enter the zone, Ruiz shot. Quick shot, man. His heavy release by Ruiz, it's hard to see. As the Mariners continue to work down low, Huffnagel, this line's been dangerous for the Mariners. Shot. Good save by DeMonico. And once again, the Huffnagel, Forneris, and Ruiz line making it happen for the Mariners. They've been really, really good. Following their first game, really felt like the Mariners didn't have anything going in their first one, but following that opening match, they've really come together as a team and started to gel. As for the Apollo, they they got to figure some things out. I mean, the offense has dried up a little bit in the past couple games. This morning they had a hard time scoring. And they still haven't scored here. So Mariners, Chernitsky finds Veneziali, rebound. Oh, Chernitsky looks like he hit the side of the net there. Chernitsky finds Fredrickson in front. Insane play there by Chernitsky to somehow find Fredrickson. I have no idea how he saw him there. Just blindly spun around and passed it to him, and Fredrickson couldn't get good wood on it. As Veneziali enters again. Nasty toe drag shot. Saved by DeMonico. Veneziali showing off those gross hands, dangling around defenders. Taking that away from Kleckner and then putting it into the legs of Bekonowitz, finding it and then getting a shot off on net, and good stand-up save there by DeMonico as Veneziali was looking for top cheese. And Apollo come out with it now. Spear turns it over. Fredrickson, cross rink. Chernitsky, shot, loose. Goes into the corner. Apollo, Wysong, up to Kleckner. Kleckner, pressured by two. Kleckner able to get that free to Spear, who finds Tedesco. Tedesco looking up with just 12 seconds to go. Wysong has some space here. Shot blocked. Veneziali not content to kill it, looking for Fredrickson. More offense, but they're going to run out of time. So the first period comes to an end. Some good saves by both goalies, and we are still scoreless after one.
It?
My new boyfriend. So sweet. Look what he just sent me.
Ooh, that's a lovely view.
Huh? What are you two looking at?
Tip pick.
What did you say?
Tip pick. Tickets to the show with no hidden fees.
TickPick, the only major no-fee ticket site with the same seats at better prices.
All right, Elite fans, we are back for the second period between the Mariners and Apollo. Donnie Kleckner, Caden, I almost said Brandon, Caden Wysong, and Connor Callahan, the forwards for Apollo to start the period. Shout out to B. Wysong. Shot, Mariners, rebound. Can't bang it home. Mariners quick to attack on the opening draw here in the second period. Apollo looking to go the other way as Donnie Kleckner enters the zone, but Pat Luckenbach takes it away. Scotty Wargan, 37, of the Chicago Southsiders in Midwest Tier 1. And it's gonna look like we got too many men on Apollo, as Kleckner was a little bit too eager to touch that ball. Not sure who was changing. Somebody came off late in the O zone of the Mariners. But either way, the Mariners will go to the power play. And on that power play, it'll be Carter, Ruiz, Gager, Huffnagel, and Forneris. On the PK for Apollo, Kwasny, Phillips, Malillo, and Andes. And our goalies in this match are Tony DeMonico and Ryan Clifford. Referees, Ryan Wilson, Willie Augustine, and John Sylvester. And I'm your play-by-play announcer, Declan Moffat. How's it going, everybody? Ruiz controls up top. Carter over to Huffnagel. Carter creeping in shot. Good save, rebound, loose, and covered by DeMonico. Would love to see what the chat thinks about this game. Tight checking so far. Power play for the Mariners here to try and break the scoreless draw. Carter walks it in and takes a shot. Good save by DeMonico there. And Gager was there for the rebound, but DeMonico stayed square and covers that up. So draw to the right. And Forneris battles. Andes slaps it, and that'll go out. Clifford comes out, bumps it up to Carter. Carter walks it up the rink now. Looking for lanes, looks for Gager, no icing, he's in front of the red line. Gager hard on the forecheck, Ruiz gloves it down. Cross rink to Huffnagel, back up to Carter, over to Huffnagel, shot. Good block by Phillips. Looking for that far side, possibly posting in or deflection by Gager. Huffnagel, cross rink to Ruiz, Ruiz up to Carter, Carter. Looking for Ruiz who's cutting to the net, Huffnagel. Nothing opens up yet, Carter. Huffnagel, Carter opening up for the one-timer. Huffnagel shot, blocked by Phillips, and that'll go out. As Apollo are intent to keep this PK unit out there. They've been doing their job so far. Huffnagel shot. Good save by DeMonico on the long wrister. Half clapper, whatever you want to call it. Mariners, near side corner. Huffnagel up top now. Huffnagel, quick shot, looking for a deflection again. Mariners are obviously looking for Gager to tip one home here. As Melillo exits, Apollo working a change, and Mariners might have him caught here, but fumbled a little bit at the line as Forneris enters now. Mariners working a little bit of a line change on the power play here. Veneziali now out there with Luckenbach. Forneris exit, Chernetsky enters. Chernetsky, good pressure on Andes, but Andes is not pressured by anybody else, and now Mariners create a turnover. Chernetsky tries to wrap it, goes through the crease. Melillo dumps it out. Off the glass, Kwasny now, and we're all even. Good PK by the Apollo as Kleckner works it down low. Near side. Walks it up the near side boards, splits the D, but Chernitsky there to support. Fredrickson. Cross rink to Carter. Carter pops over his stick, so they're gonna have to reset again. Carter, once again cross rink. Nice pass to Fredrickson. Fredrickson gains the line, covered by Bukonowitz. Looks for two men cutting to the net, Veneziali and Chernitsky. Neither of them can control that, but now Veneziali has it. Guarded by Holman. Chernitsky, not open yet. Fredrickson takes it, spins away from Bukonowitz. Fredrickson backdoor to Veneziali. Good defense by Rizzitano and Holman to break that up. Veneziali had the ball on his stick in front of the net there. Gibbs now enters the zone, checked by Bendorf. Cross rink now. Shot, save, rebound, and covered by Ryan Clifford off the shot of Kyle Bukonowitz, number 19, repping the New England Scorpions in Mass Tier 1 and also Leominster Americans in the Men's A circuit. Both teams work a change here for Mariners, 89, 28, 37, 9, and 11. For Apollo, 16, 2. 4, 97, and 2. Shot, good block there. Excuse me, I didn't mention 3 in there. That's Derek Chavez. Good back check by Chavez, but the Mariners turn it over again. Mariners shot, wide by Lanedo. Up high, Gager. Shot just goes wide, Lanedo chases it down. Chavez approaching to cover. Gager now has it, pressured by Callahan. Chavez. No, Wargan, 37, has some space here. Shot, score! Quick release by Scotty Wargan. And I literally just said it. He's got some space here. And we've seen it so many times in Men's Elite this weekend. You give him a lane like that, Tedesco not ready for the burst of speed by Wargan to create some separation. Good shot posted in by Scotty Wargan, who makes it 1-0 Mariners. 5:39 left to go here in the second period. As the Mariners control again here, Ruiz, backdoor shot, score! Aaron Huffnagel finishes it off, and the Mariners make it 2-0. Right off the draw, the Mariners' most dangerous line makes it happen. Forneris, great play to create the turnover there. Ruiz easily dishes to Huffnagel, who makes no mistake. Wide open net. And the Mariners quickly take a 2-0 lead as they keep the Huffnagel, Ruiz, Forneris line out there. DeVito controls across to Carter. Carter looking. Finds Huffnagel in the middle, who finds Ruiz along near side boards. Checked by Kwasny. Ruiz spins away, looking back door, but just off the stick of Forneris. Now Carter cuts in. Ruiz down low, back out high. Ruiz has it on his stick again. Spins away, finds Huffnagel down low, who finds Forneris. Ruiz now. Shot on net, goes behind. Huffnagel controlling. Forneris has it now, backdoor. Good breakup by the Apollo. Mariners are buzzing right now. This line, as I mentioned in the first period, has been exceptional. Huffnagel, oh my word, he scored that. Huffnagel has it again. Backdoor, Chernitsky, saved by DeMonico as Huffnagel tries the ball hockey version of a Michigan, batting it out of the air after flipping it up from behind the net. Nothing doing on that one as Bendorf goes back for it. Clifford leaves it for him. Volpe checks Bendorf. Irizarry now works it free, creates some space, turns it over though. Phillips looking for a blind backhand pass. Kleckner was open, but pass was misguided there. Chernitsky gains the line quickly, drops it back. Now Kleckner up to Rizzitano. Rizzitano backdoor. Big save by Clifford. Andy's tried a second opportunity. Now the Mariners have a breakaway. Veneziali as Holman retreats. Veneziali shot, score! Scotty V with a slapper from the slot as he drew a penalty with two men bearing down on him there. Probably would have been a slash or interference or something. And Scotty V simply stopped up. As initially it looked like he was going to have a breakaway there. Smartly stops, both guys over pursue, takes the shot. Perfectly placed, low blocker side. Scotty V makes it 3-0 Mariners as Apollo take a timeout and they need to have a discussion as the Mariners score 3 quickly in the second. So for the Mariners this game, we have Scott Wargan, Aaron Huffnagel, and Scott Veneziali scoring the goals. Austin Gower and Johnny Ruiz with the assists. As the Mariners take a 3-0 lead here. Let's go back to Wargan's goal. Beautiful shot, posting in. Mariners would follow that up with a beautiful passing play by Huffnagel, Ruiz, and Forneris. And then Scotty V, just a few minutes ago, would pipe the third goal for the Mariners, who now hold a 3-0 lead with 3:28 to go in the second period of our final game here in Edison, New Jersey at the first weekend of 2025 NBHL Elite Play. Mariners controlling up high. Shot goes wide. Bekonowitz up to Kleckner. Kleckner chips it in. Chased down by Gower. Austin Gower of the AC Roulette. Urban makes a nice breakup play as Kleckner was standing backdoor wide open for the one-timer. Kleckner collects, finds Holman. Holman checked hard by Gower. Kleckner spins away from Gager. Kleckner tries to make a power move, but Clifford pokes that one away. Gower chips it up and out, and that will not be enough for an icing as Spear goes back, finds Bukanowicz, who goes cross rink. It's Callahan. Callahan up to Wysong, shot. Loose, score! Matt Altamare gets the Apollo on the board to make it 3-1. All around solid play, and that's exactly what the Apollo needed right there. Big bounce back goal before the end of the period. Callahan enters the zone. Wysong just gets the shot through. Altamare and it puts the initial rebound off Clifford, but then puts the other rebound away as his buddies were laughing at him for missing that first one on the bench. Apollo, so they make it 3-1 with still 2.5 minutes to play here. Apollo could get themselves back in this game if they have another solid shift. Callahan, he's one of the guys to do it. Hasn't been super loud or noticeable this game, but expect a lot from him as the Mariners throw one on net and DeMonico covers up. Matt Altamare representing the Evesham Tortugas in New Jersey Tier 1. Also the Mariners backup goalie representing Toogs as the Apollo come in, shot. Beautiful glove save by Clifford and not enough windmill on that one, but still a beautiful save. And as head coach of the Apollo, Jim Doherty, just said, great breakout there. And Wysong opts to take it himself as Callahan was locked down by the defender of the Mariners there. Clifford with another nice save, and will have a draw to his left. Won by Chernitsky, so good on those draws. Fredrickson sprinting up, but Malilla makes a nice play to hand that away. Andes now backhands it out. Chernitsky cuts it off. Blocked initially. Chernitsky has it still. Has a late cutter. Oh, the sauce pass just wasn't there. And now the Apollo have something going here. Callahan over to Altamare. Almost knocked that out of the air. That would have been sick. One hand out of the air. Couldn't get it on net though. Callahan battling with Chernitsky, who uses his behind to box him out. Now DeVito has it along the near side boards. Gonna go back down low to DeVito. Mariners enter the zone. Scotty V. Fredrickson. Andes. Up the far side boards to Malillo. Pressured hard by Fredrickson. Fredrickson not ready to turn off the Jets just yet, as he will now go to the bench for a change. Emptying the tank every shift, as he always does. Malillo to Andes. Across now to Kwasny. Kwasny back to Andes. Takes his space here. Under a minute to go here in the second period now. Andes working down low. Shot! Beautiful feed to Callahan, but Callahan's shot either was blocked or went wide. As the Mariners will likely exit now. Beautiful lob up to Lanedo. Lanedo on the breakaway. Scores! Jeff Lanedo on the breakaway. Huge goal for the Mariners to end the period off there. They make it 4-1. An incredible lob by Scotty Wargan. Lanedo, forehand, backhand, posting in. Looked like DeMonico was there, but it found its way to the back of the net. And Jeff Lanedo gets the goal for the Mariners of the North Jersey Tier 3 division, repping the New Jersey Hired Guns, as I said. If my memory serves me properly, they fell in the They fell in the finals of the North Jersey Tier 3 division. As the second period comes to a close, and the Mariners with a big goal there to end the period off, they take a 4-1 lead into the third.
From the beginning of time, men and women have been friends, family, but yet rivals as well. Some of the most epic battles have been fought from the North to the South Pole and anywhere in between. As time flies, battles have transformed themselves into sports. Yet, the fundamentals remain the same, with lighter shields and a different type of sword. But evolution is clever. It introduces new rules but keeps one thing intact: adrenaline. So it's with honor and pride that we present to the world all of the above into one sport. Hockey ball, the game born in the North that can be played from the mountains to the ocean, and from America to Europe, all the way to the land of the rising sun. Napper. Anyone, anywhere.
I love being a part of it because I am a player, I'm a coach, I'm a referee.
Ball hockey is so much more accessible to the average person if you've never played hockey before.
People look at it and like, oh, you just play, it's for a hockey player, play with feet. It doesn't take skill to play. It takes skill to play.
We get excited, people get happy, there's fights, there's everything in it.
It's different.
It's fun.
Fast-paced.
Electric.
All right, folks, and we are back for our third and final period in our final game of week 1 at the NBHL Elite 2025 tournament in Edison, New Jersey. Our second year of Elite, our first year of Men's Elite. Women finished up already as Apollo quickly on the attack. Kleckner pops off his stick. Shanitsky, amazing ball up to Huffnagel. Poked away by DeMonico. Excuse me, that was Forneris that made that pass. Forneris on the side. Good pass by Ruiz to find him there from behind the net. Couldn't put it away. Gager checks Kleckner hard. Vukanowicz now coming up the floor with Rizzitano. Good stick by Bendorf to knock that away as Veneziali was coming off the bench. Rizzitano, not sure how to say it. Phillips shot, just goes wide. Weird carom off the boards as Rizzitano pressures hard. Good forecheck. Vukanowicz shot. Good save by Clifford. Apollo hard on the forecheck here to start the third period. They are not going to go away easy in this one as they want to finish the weekend on a high note. Solid shift there by Rizzitano of the North Side Militia of Pittsburgh Tier 1. The 2024 Tier 2 Milek Cup champions. Rizzitano was a part of that squad. As Wysong takes the draw against one of my teammates, Kar Chernitsky of the McKeesport Aces, and also Mon Valley Wolfpack this year in Pittsburgh Tier 2. Turned it over. Mariners. Spear. Shot, good block by Chernitsky. Off the toe. Carter knocks it away, and DeVito will look to go with speed now as he tries to keep the ball away from Wysong, who checks him hard. Wysong, good stick to knock DeVito's pass down. Carter, shot, good block by Tedesco to get low on that one. Good keep by Carter as that one's deflected. DeMonico punches it wide. Veneziali looking out in front. Carter now has it shot. Also blocked. Apollo rim it around. Here comes Connor Callahan, the speedster, coming up the near side boards. Has Spear coming late. Back to Callahan. Backdoor. Great break up there by DeVito on Wysong, who was wide open. Now Altamare open. But again, Mariners tight checking in the D zone so far this period. Spear shot. Goes wide. Callahan tries to bat one in. That won't work. Mariners lob it out, and Andes is back there. Andes spins away from Wargan. Andes up, and that'll go past Callahan. And that will be an icing. No change for the Apollo here. And the Mariners will get to choose their side for the faceoff. Looks like they're going to go to the right of DeMonico, near side boards, in front of our beautiful men's and women's elite banners. Excuse me, those are all women's elite banners down there. Other side has men's. Apollo control off the draw temporarily. Battle along the boards here. Apollo exit the zone. Wargan back. Over to Luckenbach. Luckenbach walks it up. Darts through the middle. Dumps it in. Andes will go. Collect it as Lanedo, who scored his first goal of the weekend at the end of that second period. Pressures on the forecheck now. Apollo controls. Kwasny. Altamare. Shot goes wide. Chavez in with Kwasny and Altamare now. Kwasny carries it up top. Altamare finds Andes. Andes looking for options, but he's checked by Lanedo, who stays on him tight. Andes, frustrated, just has to dump it in, but Mariners create a turnover here. Wargan walking in. Shot. Score! Scotty Wargan snipes for the Mariners to make it 5-1. And he has put together quite the performance this game with a sick assist at the end of the second period, and then just an all-around great play here to create the turnover. It all started with Lanedo's pressure and stick, and Wargan jumps ahead of the bouncing ball. Doesn't have a passing option, so just decides to shoot, and he snipes it for the 5th Mariners goal of the game, who are pulling away from the Apollo and now lead 5-1 in the third with 6:15 to play in our final frame in Edison, New Jersey. As you can now see our beautiful men's elite banners temporarily as the ball goes down to the other rink. Mariners relentless right now, and DeMonico is going to have to cover up as Ruiz was bearing down on him. Once again, the ever dangerous Ruiz, Forneris, Huffnagel line out there with Gower and Gager. The big G's on D. Forneris on the draw. Ritzitano wins it. Bakanowicz walks it up. Backhands it, but good play by Huffnagel to bat that out of the air. Shields Bakanowicz, but can't keep the ball away from him for long as the Apollo chipped that out, and that'll be an icing. Out there for Apollo, Volpe, Bakanowicz, Holman, Kleckner, and Ritzitano. Ruiz, Huffnagel, and Forneris still out there with the big G's on D as the Mariners look to get something going once again with 5:49 to go here in the third. Ritzitano wins it, but Forneris follows up, and DeMonico gets a shoulder to it, as we'll have another draw from most likely the same, looks like the same side. Apollo now allowed to change as that was a shot on net that went out of play. Callahan, Phillips, Tedesco, Wysong, and Spear out there now for Apollo. Mariners continue with their big line. Forneris. Mariners bench not too happy with the false start there. And the Mariners looked like they had that there for a second, but they're just going to fight for the ball as the Mariners chip it down deep. Forneris pressuring Tedesco. Turns it over. Wide open in front. Forneris' shot goes wide. Good look there by Huffnagel. Huffnagel knocks it out of the air again. Controls. Huffnagel so dominant in this game so far. Down to Ruiz. Now Forneris' shot just goes wide as the Mariners are all over the Apollo right now. Forneris pressures, but Apollo exit. Wysong, Phillips, Callahan calling for it. Callahan shot, snagged out of the air by the big red dog, Ryan Clifford. He ices it, and he'll draw a draw to his right. As Chernitsky, Fredrickson, Carter, Scotty V, and Nick DeVito enter the rink for the Mariners. Shot. Good save again by Clifford, and the rebound is cleared by Captain Carter. Scotty V trying to fight through three. Callahan has it. Great block by Nick DeVito. But Malilo keeps it in. Malilo, backdoor. Good save by Clifford. Callahan along the near side boards. Callahan looking in front. Shot by Phillips, just goes wide. Chernitsky has it now. Excuse me, Carter. Carter slowly, methodically walks it up the rink, backing the Apollo forecheck off. Carter finds Fredrickson, who's in alone. Fredrickson stopped by DeMonico. If the Apollo are going to mount an insane comeback here, that's a save that they needed right there. Malilo up to Phillips, who's been out here for quite some time now. Gibbs, walking in shot, goes wide. Gibbs again, looking in front for Phillips. Just out of his reach. Phillips over to Bukanowicz, has Chavez in front. Chavez bats it off the boards now. Looks low for Gibbs. Gibbs out front to Chavez. Chavez just can't control that. Bukanowicz, shot, goes wide again. Gibbs tries to bang one home. Chavez over to Altamare. Good block by Nicky Carter. Now the big man Pat controls behind his net. Lost. Good pressure by Gibbs and Altamare. Not giving up just yet for the Apollo. Spins away. Spins away again. Altamare has it on his stick here. 77 tries to split 3D, but that's not going to work against the Mariners, who have been strong in their zone all game so far, as Luckenbach walks it in shot. Goes high and wide. Urban chips it up and out, and that'll be a draw outside of the Apollo zone. Mariners lead 5-1 with 2:40 to play. Our most lopsided game of the weekend so far. Every game has been extremely close. We've had a number of shootouts, overtimes, close games. Every single game yesterday, the goalie was pulled at the end to try and score an extra goal. So incredible action so far here in Edison. Can't wait for the second weekend of elite play in Pittsburgh at, as I said, the Murraysville Sports Zone. Incredible facility in Murraysville, Pittsburgh, PA. As Wargan throws it in front, Lenato, DeMonico gives him a push in frustration. Kleckner, Donnie Kleckner, looking for options as Jared Spear will draw the trip. Jared Spear of the South Jersey Top Guns in New Jersey Tier 1. And the Mariners will trot out 24, 33, 37, and 28. Adrian Gager of the New England Scorpions in Mass Tier 1. Along with Scotty Wargan. As I said, the Chicago Southsiders, who play in the Midwest Tier 1, 2, and 3 hybrid division. A new division for the NBHL this year. As the draw is taken and Mariners control, Gager will just send this up the floor. Malilo back with it now. 1:50 to go here in the third period. Kleckner on the far side boards. Malilo, they still don't have the zone here. Malilo tries to chip in. Ruiz and Wargan there to break, DeVito, I think, had his foot in there. Ruiz battling. Doesn't allow anything easy for the Apollo, who once again attempt to enter the zone. Wysong dumps in. Andy's down low, alone. Andy's up high to Wysong. Wysong, no lane to shoot. Kleckner. Wysong, Kleckner. Wysong. Wysong shoots. Good block by Scotty Wargan. Kleckner keeps it in. Melillo. Down low to Andy's, back to Melillo. Melillo with 58 seconds to go here. Kleckner. Andy's. Kleckner. Shot. Saved by Clifford. Andy's back up high to Kleckner. Melillo wants it. Deflected by Ruiz. Andy's. Wysong. Wysong. Down low to Andy's. Wysong again. Shot. Save. Rebound. Kleckner. And the ball will bounce out of the zone. 27 seconds to go here as Urban pressures hard. Kleckner spins away from him. Eddie Urban now pressuring Melillo. And looks like Apollo are just gonna kill the clock out here as the Mariners end their weekend on a high note. Very solid performance by them, taking this one 5-1. And that's gonna do it for our first weekend of NBHL 2025 Elite Play. The Mariners get the W over Apollo, and we will see you in November in Pittsburgh. Just going back through the game, starting off the scoring was Scotty Wargan with a wicked slap shot from the gray/blue line to make it 1-0 Mariners. Beautiful shot by the U.S. men's national team player. And then Ruiz, Huffnagel, and Forneris would follow it up with a sick passing play. Scotty V would finish off the scoring in the second period with a nasty snipe, stopping up and ripping one to give his team a 3-0 lead. The Apollo would get back on the board as Matt Altamere would post up in front, collect the rebound from Caden Wysong's shot, and that made it 3-1, and it looked like the Apollo might be able to get themselves back in this game, but Jeff Lanedo with a big goal at the end of the second period there to make it 4-1 Mariners. Really seemed like the backbreaker in this game. And finally, Scotty Wargan with, again, another sick snipe. His second goal of the game, third point. Great performance by him and the Mariners, who finish off their weekend with a win. And other than that, that's pretty much it. Anthony, you have anything to say?
Thanks everybody who watched.
Yep, thanks for everybody for tuning in. Shout out to all the sponsors this weekend. Jergy, Garage Beer, Tick Pick, Camden, Apothecary. And of course, can't forget 2 and 10 Apparel for all the beautiful jerseys, banners, and everything else that they provide. So, and oh yes, of course, can't forget about the NBHL Championships coming up in September. The third weekend in September, we'll be hosting it at the Gloucester Township Hockey Rinks and also West Deptford Hockey Rinks. More to come on that in the coming weeks. But that's going to wrap it up from Edison, New Jersey as we finish our first weekend of 2025 NBHL Elite Play. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.